welcome along SuperCars NZ. Here we are, Allports Motorsport and Simplex helping us out tonight with our weekly sponsor. What are we? Div 1 V8s and in the broadcasting lounge with Shane and Dougley. How we going?
Yeah, good, thanks, Wayno. Excited to get some racing underway here at Interlagos for the the Simplex 120 and the Allports Motorsports V8 Championship.
You know, worries. So heat racing tonight, is that right, guys? You guys know more about it than me.
Yeah, a couple of races coming up. 10 lap at the start and then an 18 lap feature. So should be an exciting couple of races there.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Right, let's jump on some cameras and scroll down the order and see where we end up, eh? In the line for SVG tonight for impeding other people's quality laps, so yeah.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big thing for the season. Obviously, we've lost our live race control, but I'd say we've taken a harder stance this season on driver standards and behaviours and what we expect from people out there. You know, we've always said that we're a clean, fun racing group, and some people have been taking upon themselves to ruin that fun, as would say. So we've been lifting the penalties and taking a bit of a firmer stance on what we review and what we watch and how those penalties are handed out.
Yeah, very cool. So end of line's not looking too good.
Yeah, so that's
number 1, Rehan second, Bruce Tannick third, Dion DeGraaf fourth, and Dylan still to jump in. Jack there in 6th spot. Taylor Mitchell 7th in the jump flex. Holden, where are we? Connor Nixon, Shaw McNamara SDI entry. Wade Mitchell, pretty mean looking Mustang there. And you guys want to roll on down?
Yeah, Daniel Heddershot there in 11th spot over Eamon Young in 12th, Jason Cossey 13th, Leon Ware 14th, 15th.
We're green.
There we go, right.
Holy shit. What have we got? Bloody 23 cars on track into Lagos. This is going to be a blast. Let's have a look at turn 1 and get down the order from there. Woo.
Oh, look at that, 3 wide into turn 3 there.
Those V8s.
Yeah, there's a car going around in the background there. Looks like Shane McCall involved in that, but not too much drama at the moment. Spreading out a bit down the back straight. It's Rehan leading at the moment.
Yeah,
the end-of-line penalty was applied to Shane Van Gisbergen, but iRacing still allowed him to line up on the front row, so something not quite working there, and he's sitting in P3 at the moment just behind Bruce Tannick.
Yeah, we've got data on there saying Nick Mitchell and Ryan Cottrell crashed as well just off the start.
Yeah, I see that. I'll catch that up a bit later on, but yeah, beastie start. Look at this. Hundreds of horsepower just pumping around here. Love it.
Saw a couple of battles going on there as well. Looks like Connor Nixon and Taylor Mitchell going at it pretty hard.
Yeah,
Connor
Nixon around.
Connor Nixon round. Turn 12, turn 15. Bit of a delay there. Stick on turn 12. Must be a bit of a straight along the back there.
Rehan, is he diving for the pits early? No, he's just gone behind that line and taken the inside line right around the corner.
Off track there, so.
Going back to what you said before, Shane, talking about that penalty of Shane Van Gisbergen and that end of line not taking place. I wonder if a penalty will apply when he comes into the pit lane to do a stop.
Potentially. iRacing does weird things sometimes, so we'll wait and see on that.
Certainly applying a lot of pressure on Bruce Tannick right now, -2 entry. Go.
And gets down the inside pretty cleanly, taking P2.
On the hunt for Rehan.
There's some monster battles happening just a bit further down between Leon Ware, Jason Cossey, Darren Lobb and Tony Lynch. Everyone piling up in the middle of the track there.
Well, let's hop on the tail of Wade Mitchell and Wade Michael set their line of cars there. Sean McNamara showing the nose.
Yeah, a couple of STI cars behind Wade there. Sean McNamara and then Leon Ware behind him.
Sean getting a bit loose. He'll be gutted. That'll give Leon Ware a bit of a jump on him unless it's been nice to his teammate. Let's have a quick look at that.
Bloody good save though from Sean. He was big time sideways and he managed to gather it up, but you're losing that momentum out of the corner and the gap opening up to Wade Michael and Leon able to close it a little bit, but not quite able to get close enough to make the move as he's having his own rear locking into turn one.
I would have loved to see his eyes puckering in the seat on that one. That was certainly very cool. Darren Lobb.
Yep. We've got some cars already gone into pit lane. Jason Cossey, Tony Litt, Dane Northurth and Connor Nixon. So getting that early pit stops done out of the way and hopefully in some search of some clear air.
Racing with us since day one and neck and neck making the move there on Young.
Yeah, and Darren recently acquiring some new equipment and upgrades for his rig. Not that he said that he really needed it, but he's gone and given his rig a birthday and gone for some larger screens and some updated equipment. So I'm going to see Darren already up 15 spots from where he started, up into P11 now, so I'd say money well spent, Darren. Just don't tell the wife how much.
Let's have one of those games, So, there we go. It's up 15. Right, do we want to have a look at Nick Mitchell earlier on in the piece?
Yeah, have a squaz.
Let's have a quick look.
That's Nick on the outside on the right with the white and turquoise MRX entry. He's just been tapped on the rear end by Ryan Cottrell there, so
nothing major there.
And a bit of intra-team collateral damage as a result of that, as well as he's just rolled back and Shane McLeod's got caught up in that.
Oh,
yeah, so actually quite a good hit there, really, wasn't it?
Alright, back to live anyway. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, keep an eye on these boys as they come back out onto the racing track.
And it's a tricky pit exit as well, long and snaking its way down the inside of the track through turns 1, 2 and 3 and rejoining out on that long straight there.
Rejoining full noise, cold tyres down to what, second, third around there. Yeah.
Looks like the battle for the lead's heating up pretty good now. Shane Van Gisbergen right under Rehan's rear wing. But this battle is going on as well. Roger Forbert trying to make a move on Leon Ware there, and Leon getting out on the curb and there's a touch!
Oh, that was a bit rough. Not that it was intentional, but certainly,
yeah, very unlucky.
Neck and neck here, really, with Rehan.
Yes.
Their names
so
keep changing, first second,
yep.
first second.
Yes.
Yep.
So Shane actually got by him about 4 corners before there.
Rehan letting him know, hey man, I'm right here.
Yeah, Rehan choosing to go wide earlier, allowing Shane to get in underneath, and then they were pretty much side by side through the last few corners coming along the start finish line there, and you can see Rehan reminding his old racing counterpart, Shane Van Gisbergen. These guys have had some awesome battles in the past that I might be young, but I'm still here and I'm still searching for your blood.
Yeah, that's right, definitely. Yeah, we've certainly had some work at races, Just trying to remember. There was one in particular that stood out for me.
That might have been. Shane might be able to give us a bit better of a rundown of that one, because I think that's when we all exploded on the comms for about the last 2 laps of the race.
Yeah, it was.
Was that Phillip Island?
Nah. Can't remember the name of the track, but yeah, it's a beast.
But it certainly wasn't Phillip Island though, even though I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Well, look at that. That's a heck of a margin though. So that's our top 3 drivers, and they have absolutely put a gap on P4, who's Daniel Heddershot. Even though he is up a whopping 7 spots, they were nearly 8 seconds ahead.
Did Rehan get it slowed down there? It was completely locked up. I wonder if he's going to have to take a little bit of an extra hold in his box here. Or did he just manage to do enough to avoid the penalty? You do have a little bit of leeway if you can get it slowed down below the limiter.
After, yeah.
Within enough.
Oh,
chuff.
Motor blowing up.
Oh,
that's a shame.
Typical Mustang, Doug.
That's it, mate. Just as the other guys were pulling into pit lane, I did see that yellow and black honeybee go pop into pit lane, resulting as a tow. And yeah, looking back at the data, shows Stefan Adams has gone poof.
Well, that's a shame, Stefan. Some blacks. Stefan is some blacks, so yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully we get a bit better data on you a bit later on in the race. Yeah, not a good start there. So.
Cool. There could be a good bit of a battle coming up in a minute between Darren Lobb and Daniel Heddershot.
Here we go. Yeah, Darren Lobb always pretty mean at making his way through the field.
So I think Rehan got away with that moment into pit lane because he has emerged still ahead of Bruce Tannock with a slightly longer pit stop than Bruce, but 10.4 seconds, not enough to suggest any kind of penalty going on there. As Shane Van Gisbergen responds a lap later and comes to the lane.
Yeah, well, pretty sensible really. You know, it hasn't taken very long to cut through these laps. We're on lap 7 now of 10, and he's certainly probably been pushing those tyres to their breaking point over the last few. So he'll come out now, hopefully just in front of the other 2 from before.
Well, Rehan's on his way down the lane now. It's Darren Lobb. Reversed it in the pit lane.
That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt majorly.
Blake Greenhill style, and Rehan's coming through turn 3 now, and he's managed to jump Shane Van Gisbergen.
Drag race, look at that. Oh.
So that one lap, Rehan's managed to trigger the undercut there and get ahead of Shane Van Gisbergen with 3 laps remaining at the end of this one, so
this will be quite intense really. Shane now just coming out of the pits with cold tyres, and Rehan obviously already had a lap to warm them up. Do you reckon he might be able to do enough to hold off the man himself until for the final lap? It's pretty close.
I think we're going to see an incredible battle either way. Rehan's not going to make it easy for him. Shane's going to do everything in his power to find a way past, and come the end of lap 10, we're going to see either one of these guys or potentially even Bruce Tannock behind crossing the line in first if these guys trip over each other.
Yeah, that's right. Bruce Tannock certainly have a pretty cool view there. Certainly hoping for something.
Wow.
I was just gonna neck and neck. Look at this.
Isn't it just amazing? Not even a lap through, and he's managed to move himself back up into what is essentially P1 just by a nose.
Yeah, so getting those tyres up to temperature very quickly, and there's contact. He tried to turn in. There was a car in the way. Yeah, I think maybe he probably needed to give a bit more space. There's a Simbex car off on the grass as well. That down to Graffin car 20, calling Rehan through. I would say Dion probably had a slowdown to deal with there as well.
Daniel Heddershot, Wade Michael, Sean McNamara.
Yeah, very tight battles towards the bottom end of the top 10. And of course, anytime you're running in the top 10 in a field of this calibre, you're doing a fantastic job. So these guys can all be very proud of where they're running, but they all want to get at least one spot higher, and they're going to push each other all the way to the line.
you want to have another look at Rehan before we jump to the finish? At his crash, see what happened there.
Yes, side by side all the way down the straight. This should give us a better view of it. He's managed to move ahead under brakes. Oh, they were further away from the apex than I thought. Yeah, they're further away from the apex than I thought from the first view that we had. So yeah, not sure. Interesting.
Yeah, never call it A on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's blatantly obvious. But Bruce Tannick giving Shane a go, or not quite, but yeah.
Oh, Shane goes wide.
Yeah, maybe he's just messing with Bruce. Let's see what happens. He'll be like, "I'll let you past."
Oh, Bruce and Shane are good friends, and I think we've seen it in the past where Shane has let Bruce get the points, where Bruce has been running second while Shane's out in front. So that could be what's going on there.
What a ripper from young Jack Gromwald, just slowly working his way up onto what could be a cool wee podium for him. Up 3 into 3. But he has got the ever hot and aggressive Taylor Mitchell sitting in behind him.
Taylor Mitchell said he doesn't mess around, that's real. And
That's
Rehan,
3 young guns all fighting it out for the final podium spot.
Yeah, that's it. None of them over the age of 18, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think Taylor's probably the oldest at, what, maybe 15?
Yep, possibly, or maybe 16, yep. Jack, I think he's only 14, and I'd say Rehan's 13 now.
yeah, well, humming. SuperCars NZ. Battle's on, eh?
Final lap.
Alright,
Also,
white flags up.
How great is it to see Jack's progress in these cars as well? We saw when he first joined the league, he was very quick in the GT3s, but struggled a little bit with these, but he's certainly got his head around them now.
100%, yeah. I mean, he certainly came in and, you know, put down the paving stone of where he wanted to be in the GT3s and put quite a few of us early to shame. He's, you know, a very skilled real-life driver at a young age in the formulas here in New Zealand, and he's certainly brought that skill set across with him. And then to go and trade positions from a GT3 car with high downforce to one of these beasts with, well, a bit of downforce, but excruciating amounts of power to go and kill tyres. And yeah, he's come in and is doing just enough to get himself up towards towards the podium already. It's amazing to see. Be looking forward to see how the next race goes.
Yeah, unfortunately he has just dropped off the podium as Shane's coming towards the line.
Yes, saw that. Taylor just getting by him there towards the end. So Shane Van Gisbergen making a great run through the race. Up there onto the podium. Bruce Tannick in second over Taylor Mitchell. And Rehan Jack coming across the line 4th and 5th. Dion there, the close 6 with Wade Michael and the one and only Sean McNamara up in P8. Jason Cossey there in the Dirty Diesels, number 9, and Daniel Nolan rounding out our top 10 up 5 grid spots.
Yeah, very cool. Wicked heat, awesome.
Yeah, so just about to, with this race finishing up, walking into a 5-minute warm-up, so there'll be a few cars going out and testing themselves on, you know, some different bits and pieces. And yeah, what a cool time to be able to do a shout out to our week sponsor, Simblax. Stefan Adams, Simblax there. They do great sim racing equipment here in New Zealand. Quite a few other wee bits and pieces, but you can see Stefan racing here tonight in the Div 1 Championship.
Yeah, opened a store on the South Island. Correct?
Oh, not sure. News to me.
Is he North Island based?
Believe so, yeah. I think he's got a store set up somewhere in Auckland there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Man, there you go. Learning more and more.
There you go. But yeah, big shout out, thank you to Stefan for your Race Week sponsorship. It certainly helps make the league, and we know you've got a few devoted followers and racers. You've got a big team behind you, and they all do pretty darn well.
Yeah, pick some merch, some blicks, Stefan, and we'll send you some coffee cups and yeah. So I ordered them obviously. So we are humming with the merch.
Yeah, SuperCars NZ merch, just branching out into doing some coffee cups and some stubby coolers and some bottle openers.
Oh,
so
I can't wait for those bottle openers, because I work with builders and yeah, they're gonna be like, yeah.
What are you saying? Are they all pissheads or something?
Oh, they enjoy. Well, they work fucking hard, so they
Yep.
enjoy a good beer at bloody 5 o'clock. Their handle doesn't snap like mine, you know? Do you remember that old DB ad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So
Well,
there you go. So
to warm up, do we want to see what's happening?
well, it looks like Rehan was the only one out on track doing something. Maybe he's
Practice starts by the look of it.
Oh yeah,
I thought he
just practicing his launch. Yeah.
I thought he was parked up waiting to do a bit of biffo down the back corner, you know.
Practicing launching, hey. There you go. Every minute in the sim, man. Every minute in the sim, you want to get as good as Rehan. Every minute you're sitting there, just get in there and do it.
Yep.
Yeah, bloody awesome. So what else is going on in this crazy world, guys?
Well, I think if you're bored at home, after the racing tonight, and you're interested in knowing more about what we do or what gear and equipment is out there, head on over to allports.nz. Have a look at some of their Sparko products that they've got under the sim racing, and if you fancy any of it, some nifty winter socks which you could also use on the sim, some racing gloves which you could also use for taking out the garbage, a steering wheel which you could hang on the wall if your project vehicle isn't quite ready to rock and roll.
Well,
You get yourself
a business owner and you need some new PPE, you need some new gloves or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe a racing seat, for the kids to sit on in the lounge while they eat their breakfast. Yeah, check out their Sparko gaming products, and at checkout, punch in the code SCNZ to get 15% off.
Yeah, massive thanks to Allports Gaming and Allports Motorsports themselves for supporting SuperCars NZ. It's certainly been a long-term thing. I mean, we just give them the season and then give them the opportunity before we roll into the next, and they're always like, yeah, you guys do well for us, so yeah, love it. Very cool.
Yeah, much appreciate. And a big shout out to iRacing.com for providing us the platform which we so love to be able to race on. A few of us not so eager to come and sit in our simulators this evening, eh, Shane?
That's right, we spent a fair few hours in our sims over the weekend and didn't get the reward we were looking for in terms of results, so...
But it was a pretty good turnout, I think, for as far as SuperCars NZ numbers go. We probably had about, what do you reckon? Maybe about 14, maybe 16 drivers all up that are affiliated with SuperCars NZ, but under different team banners and names, taking part of the Spa de Francorchamps 24-hour race over the weekend.
Yeah, there were certainly a fair few drivers that showed up.
Yeah.
And of course, shout out to
shambles for some, but
yeah, shout out to the KRF guys who managed to win their race.
Yeah, well done to those guys.
Yeah, very cool. No, it's, certainly I love enduros, and the main thing is the teamwork and the banter and the fun. Is
It is. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter where you're placing, unless you're doing well, and then it's important. But
Bathurst. Bathurst.
yeah, but certainly some cool days doing the big hours behind the wheel.
Did you realise that, Shane, that at the moment you're in the company of 2 second place getters from the Spa from the Bathurst 12-hour GT3?
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Well, you're in the
P2,
company.
baby.
You're in the company of 1 third place finisher from the Bathurst 12-hour GT.
I didn't see you there.
Well, second's the first loser, we all know that, so yeah, well, damn shame. Damn shame to all of us. Alright, green. Alright, here we are, into it. Alright, let's suss out this turn 1 and go from there. Not too bad into the S's. Not overly...
Yep, so far.
Yeah, it's looking good. Wow,
Possibly.
some of those
Wow.
so, hey, just blows me away.
Oh man, I can see Shane McLeod in the background in the MRX entry just ducking and diving and weaving all over the place. It's insane.
Yeah, certainly a lot cleaner than the start. Last heat race, so 18 lapper from now.
Yep.
Shane's still got no end of line, so I don't know what happened there. iRacing,
Yeah.
cheers for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it only works for a rolling start actually, because I know if you get one in a rolling start, you line up where you were, and then it tells you to go to the back of the line as you'll roll away. So
Oh,
I think the stand start is why it didn't work there.
We will probably have a remedy for that in the future, rather than trying to give someone an EOL for a standing start. It'll probably be a short hold in the pit lane, maybe reflective of enough time to warrant coming out towards the end of the pack.
Alright, certainly a nice clean start there. Rehan got a work to do, tapping on the bumper of Taylor Mitchell. Bruce Tanner finished BG.
Taylor's squeezing him all the way to the inside.
Rehan coming under brakes, and yeah, another result. Very clean racing. Wow.
And Taylor went quite wide there. He definitely would have picked up an off track, potentially a slowdown, but it looks like he's been able to push on with it here.
Yeah, we'll see. Those numbers have been diving down. Yeah, there we go.
Got a hip and shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, Darren Lobb spinning out
The
there.
background there. Was that Darren Lobb?
It was.
Yes, he's dropping down the
falling
order all
right
over
down.
that.
Back.
We'll look back at that one later on. Was it Darren Lobb last time we had to look back at as well? Oh no, it was Nick Mitchell, wasn't it? Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Down the graph in fifth, watching this unfold in front of him.
Problem for Jack Gromwald there. He's fallen off the track all by himself and dropped a monumental number of positions down into P17.
Oh, wow.
Dropped like 12 spots. Yeah.
Mitchell, Rehan and Bruce. Rehan and Bruce obviously had some neck racing in the past.
Yeah, and look how Rehan's got that car set up on the slide, just massive rotation through the corners and able to control the slide with the counter steer and get it through the corner nice and cleanly.
Yep. Saw a picture the other day from the family of Rehan. It's, Dad has managed to get the second simulator up and running, and there was a cool picture of the two of them side by side in their sims doing some race work together. So yes, school of Laz and Rehan will and truly be getting underway soon. Get in contact with those guys if you're wanting any race pointers. They certainly know how to set up a V8 supercar for iRacing.
And Hydrographics only paid for half this race because he's missing Rubbins Racing on the passenger side there. Certainly nothing untoward, but yeah. Oh yeah, major switch. Neck and neck.
Oh.
Rehan going to the outside after Bruce defended the inside.
Yeah, what am I getting a part of this?
Yeah. Nice to be young Jack Grunwald in it again, just getting caught unstuck by Shane McLeod crashing earlier, so you might be able to have a look back at that in a while.
This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, Rehan's got the run, he goes to the outside again, Bruce defending the inside and just able to park on the apex. Taylor, opportunistic there, gets down the inside, big slide though through 4.
Rehan got the
outside line for the inside, yep.
Oh, Taylor Mitchell. Done, look at that.
Well, awesome battles between these guys, and Dion de Graaf will be sniffing on the back of this shoelace very soon. He'll be waiting for them to go and kick the boots outside and end up off in the grass, and he'll go and roll on by.
Yeah, well look how quickly Rehan had to go from attack to defence there. He was all over Bruce Tannock, went for the move a couple of times, couldn't get the car in the right position and became vulnerable to Taylor Mitchell as a result, and Taylor was able to find a way past.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if Rehan's going to be coming into the pits soon. Grab a quick change out.
Yeah, still quite early on in the longer race today, 18 lappers for this second race.
Yep,
you're taking the
oh,
he's cooked it! He's cooked it! Rehan, oh that's a shame.
Yeah, he's in the corner, so he will undoubtedly pick up a slowdown for that as well, so he's going to drop a few more spots before he can push on with it.
So that's Wade Michael up alongside him now with Daniel Heddershire just closely in behind.
Yeah, nicely done Taylor Mitchell and Bruce Tannock and Dion de Graaf. Certainly a good battle there, putting pressure on, and yeah, just young Rehan just cut the brakes coming into that corner.
Certainly did.
Alright, so back to Darren Lyle, let's see what happened earlier on there.
He's already had a bit of a rob on that right hand side, and the fully floored Commodore Daniel Heddershire, yeah.
Giving him a bit of a how's your father here there?
As far as not holding the brakes go, he actually he performed that pretty well, didn't he? He was quite aware of who was around him and was able to get out of the way. So that was Jack Grunwald there, not being able to anticipate that one, and drove himself into the side.
McLeod being Mr. Drifter around there.
Yep, and there's fresh data up of
now, but it's
still him, and doing what he does best. New data up, Daniel Nolan crash.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just getting caught under.
Nah, certainly.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah. Pity the driver behind.
I just imagined I was his left-hand wing mirror there. I tried to suck myself in.
Anyway, back to live, and where are we going? There must be some battles going on. Where's our gaps?
Yeah, so we've got some.
Daniel.
So we've got some close ones between Taylor and Bruce there in second.
Rehan's ahead of Daniel already. Yeah, Bruce Tannock, Taylor Mitchell. Trying to scroll down the order a bit.
Yeah, we got Ryan Cottrell with on the back of Nick Mitchell, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, with Stefan Adams chasing him. That margin's been closing down pretty consistently.
Yeah, massive thanks sponsor, Stefan, and yeah, here you are, battling it out. Ryan Cotterill. Let's hop on the, actually we could probably do a hot lap with Stefan, could we? You up for that, Shane?
Sure.
If you
Always.
finish yawning.
Here we are, man, into it. You ready?
So Stefan coming down the pit straight, crossing the line to start the lap, and then on the brakes, going defensive down to second gear for turn 1, part of the centre S. Bit wide at turn 2, does he have a car on the inside of him there? And then through turn 3, long, patient with the accelerator, up to 5th gear now as you come out onto the straight, and pulling 6 halfway down the straight before getting back on the brakes, down the gears, second gear, turn 4.
Got Ryan on the outside of him.
Constantly just correcting that steering angle as you're trying to get the power down cleanly through turn 5. Long double apex right hander through 6 and 7. And then back down to first gear for turn 8 here, tight hairpin, short shift to second, into a longer hairpin at turn 9. And then braking while turning right all the way through into turn 10. Short shift to second again, pulling gears on the way out, patient with the throttle through 11. Grabbing 4th gear there, you can use all the curb out here and then turn it into turn 12, the final proper corner on the track, and it's all flat out on the run up the hill now. You do have to get the lines right in these cars, not as easy to hold it flat through here as it is in an open wheeler or a GT3, and pulling gears up the hill, out onto the pit straight and across the line to complete the lap.
And while all of that was going on, Spano, in behind and all around him was Daniel Nolan and Ryan Cotterill having the massive battle.
Yeah, I certainly saw that data hopping up on the SDK there. So, something to look forward to. Do you want to have a look at some of the passes here?
Have a squiz, it was pretty cool. This was on a wee bit on from where they were before, because Ryan was riding alongside Stefan during the battles before, and then they chopped and changed. Daniel got by, then Ryan got back by, and now you can see Daniel once again taking out, holding on to that position coming across the line into turn 1.
Alright, back to live.
Amen.
So settling back in halfway through.
Yep. So we've had a few guys go into the pits as well, which included Rehan and Leon Weir.
Yep, down the graph, pit lane, Pun Nixon pit lane, Young pit lane. This guy's still out doing it. Tannock,
Yep.
Mitchell. Shide. Fully floored.
Pretty cool looking livery on that thing, eh?
Yeah, definitely. So they are in Manawa 2, eh? So Foxton, fully floored. From what I remember, they used to sponsor us with sponsors a while ago.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. Actually lives in the town where Manfield is, the lucky bugger, eh?
Yeah. Awesome racetrack over there.
Oh, Sean McNamara with a bit of a squad there.
As well. Bit of that going on for him tonight, loose in the rears.
But yeah, Sean doing pretty good for himself at the moment, running around quite solidly and consistently, spaced out with Daniel Heddershot and Darren Lobb. They're just sort of matching each other's pace and margin and gap at the moment, not really gaining, not really losing anything to one another, but with a few of those guys coming into the pits before, some of those spots might be rejiggled a wee bit, but yeah, those guys not being through just yet. Imagine they'll come in shortly, grab some fresh rubbers, as I see Bruce Tannock, Taylor Mitchell, Sean McNamara and Darren Lovell diving for the line.
Dion DeGraaf, Simblacks. Certainly, yeah, been with Simblacks as soon as Simblacks decided they were going to sponsor some V8s, I'm pretty sure. I know Dion's been with them since forever.
Yeah.
Certainly a big name for them. Yeah. Credit to Dion and his dedication to Simplex as well, you know. Yeah.
It'd certainly be a very cool thing to see one of our sim groups excel to the level where they might be able to feature along on the side of a real V8 supercar in the future.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see SuperCars NZ on one of those things, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, some blokes have managed to not quite get on one of the cars, but they were on the side of Richie Stanaway's helmet at Bathurst last year.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And also the Simblack boys have got a bit of backing there from Butte Line Plumbing New Zealand Limited, and I think that's courtesy of Carl Rankin from Rankin Plumbing. And Murph and Stanaway's wildcard, which was supposed to have appeared 2 years ago, actually had some Butte Line sponsorship on 6 corners of that car. So there is a lot of these guys and teams and companies that are, you know, getting in behind our sim races as just as much as they are for the real life, real deal. So as much as I say it, you know, with a bit of a hope and a wish, it'd be cool to see some of our brand names on the side of the V8 supercars in the future. You never know. We're not far away, really.
No, that's right. Definitely a new generation of racers coming through. We certainly hope that they will remember us from their past and having a blast with SuperCars NZ. And you know, there's a lot of names out in the real world right now that have certainly raced with us and honed their racing skills with us. So,
100%.
we got to look back on previous history data of those names and what they're up to. Some cool memories of some excellent New Zealanders doing some neat things in SuperCars NZ.
100%.
Can't remember, it was Road America, the driver, but full lock sideways around the last corner, just showing off on the final lap, P1. And drifted across the line. Yeah. It's like, okay, you don't belong here. Now, if you can actually drift in iRacing around the final corner when you're on the lead lap and winning, and you've got the balls to do that, and you pulled it off, well then, yeah, that's certainly a whole wicked level round.
Yeah, it's hard enough drifting in iRacing when you're just doing a private test session with absolutely no pressure.
Yeah, and that will be on our Facebook page somewhere. I'll just have to find it. Yeah, there's certainly a lot of history and a lot of fun and some very important moments in life.
How's this though? Sean McNamara getting by Tony Lynch and now having to battle with Daniel Heddershot, who's just come straight out of pit lane.
Oh, that's... Let's have a look at that pass, and then we'll reset ourselves and have a look at this little battle. Oh, not so little battle. Big battle here at SuperCars NZ. Jason Fossey.
Yeah.
Oh, went wide.
Yep.
Sean putting the pressure on him.
Straight into Daniel Heddershot. No pressure, Sean. Shall we drag him up to the broadcaster now and see how he's going?
No, I'm not being that guy tonight. I'm not being that guy tonight.
Both of you guys must owe him from Come on.
I wish I could, but I can't even see the chat that he's in.
And we're on board with Sean McNamara as he starts his lap.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good. We're going to put you back. We're leaving you alone.
No, we can talk. All good.
Oh, mate, you're in the thick of it. You got great racing. Awesome bit of battles.
Yes, a little bit of these guys are a bit quick for me. Let's see my braking zone.
Look at that, doing the wee jink there on Jason Cossey behind you. Let him know that you're not going to be prepared for his bullshit tonight.
Yeah, no, good, nice, clean racing with him. He's always fun to race against. Give each other room and.
Yeah, right on, Sean. I tempted these two and said they probably owe you.
I've laughed at this quite a few times. Yeah. With the shoes on the other foot, I don't think I'd find it funny, but anyway, probably deserved. Put it that way, boys. You've given me enough laughter for the last couple of years, mate. It's always been good fun watching the GD3s try to race.
Yep. So here's Sean McNamara giving you guys shit, getting chased down by Emma Young, Jason Cossey, and hunting Wade Michael Downey, getting a little bit sideways here.
Yeah, I followed Wade coming out of the corner. I thought, he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah,
We'll see a bit of that from you tonight. You got the car set up a bit pointy there?
Yeah, we've got a really good setup king who gives us setups. So it works. Definitely pointy. He's gone. Is he going to come back on an ugly spot?
Yeah, go wide. Go wide.
Shit.
Cover the inside line. Jason's going to line you up down here, mate.
Yeah, he is. And I'll show him what I want to do.
There you go, tons of room.
I even clicked second gear just to get it turned in. I'll give him the inside. And then I got the right one for this one. And if I go too deep, he'll pass me. And I'll just block him up. And there we go.
There you go, folks. You heard it here first from race professional Sean McNamara. He's got the McNamara's locked in tonight. We'll chuck him back in the racing room with his friends. You have a good one, my friend, and good luck for the rest of the race.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, boys.
Yeah, very cool. Seasoned veteran in the broadcasting lounge.
Don't let him know that
Sean McNamara, fucking awesome.
Don't ever let him know that I've ever said this, but I think that guy deserves a DB, eh? Bloody legend.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nah, I don't even know why he's drinking Waikato.
Yeah, get him off those.
Nobody deserves that. Certainly deserves a DB, that's 100% sure. He's he's a bit full of the bot at the moment, and here he is chatting with us and explaining his racecraft and what he's up to. So
exactly,
yeah,
and
it's pretty mean.
That's very cool. And he's I'd say he's a crucial part to SuperCars NZ. He's pretty much the godfather at the moment, with a Mentos in each cheek, and got his dictatorial wand and
Mentos in each cheek and sculling a Coke. Yeah.
Sometimes that's what the ideas come out like. But no, he's certainly keeps us all together and on our toes, and he's the one who's put together the awesome racing formats for the V8s, and everyone has a great time doing it.
Yeah, and always in the early years, he was always the practical man that made reasonable decisions that make sense as well, somehow, some way. So, yeah. Pragmatic is what I called him years ago, and I always call him that, pragmatic.
Well, I reckon we should tune back in with our top runners there, mate.
Connor Nixon, yeah.
What do you get? Just
Oh, a bit of pinball going on there.
Yeah,
welcome
that's
back,
right.
Connor.
Yeah, pinball racing, SuperCars NZ.
Yeah.
So Bruce Tanner.
And Taylor Mitchell sitting right on the back bumper of SVG, desperately wanting to try and get up towards the back of Bruce and conquer some more points. Those guys have put a bit of a cut on Rehan and stretch that gap out to a couple of seconds. You see him floating there just in the background. But yeah, I was pretty impressed to see Taylor's margins there before, as looks like Shane Van Gisbergen getting ready to line up another great pass towards the end of the race over his friend Bruce Tannock there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, quite a hard case. It's like, I'll let you buy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's team orders. But SVG making the return to the States in the next few weeks, along with Brody Kostecki. Go both of those guys. Going to go and throw some NASCARs around the Brickyard there. You got any more info on that for us there, Shano?
You like throwing me in the deep end, don't you, Doug?
Well, I didn't get the pleasure of putting you in, car.
I can't give you any dates, but
August
yeah,
13th.
There you go, August 13th. Sounds like Doug already knows everything, he just wants to see if I know. But yeah, heading to the road course at Indy, and those guys are going to battle it out. So we saw just how successful Shane was at Chicago. So I think there's a lot of anticipation about how strong those two guys are going to be in the field and how tightly they're going to fight, as Shane's fighting Bruce pretty tightly here for the lead.
Yeah, it's hard
I haven't find away past at the moment though. I do have some racing acquaintance who potentially will have front row seats for that race as well. Lives in Indianapolis and spends a lot of time at that speedway, so yep. I imagine he will be pretty keen to go along and watch that.
Reckon you might have to hit him up with some of your savings for Bathurst. Maybe grab yourself a bit of NASCAR merch of SVG's and Brody there possibly as well, if you like him.
Yeah, fair cool.
If you like him.
If you like him.
Love it.
But no, it's
little comments.
Yeah. But it has been pretty cool. A lot of that news blowing up on Facebook at the moment about those two guys, and some of the good old New Zealand Aussie humour saying that it'll probably be those two banging doors, 30 seconds clear of the field, or like 10 laps clear of the field or something. Up the front doing their thing. Not too sure. It'll be pretty interesting. This, I think, is Brody's first time in the NASCAR, but he has got experience racing over in America before he came to the V8 SuperCars, so it'll be very interesting. But you see here, this is what I was saying. Taylor Mitchell as we're coming into the dying laps here of our feature race, and he's certainly wanting to get down and by, and Shane's just covering off that point. He thought about whether Taylor might have wanted to dive there, and he closed that off soon, saying it's not going to happen, sunshine. But while all this is happening, Bruce is certainly not being able to pull away very fast.
Looks like he's probably just been able to stretch the legs enough though to be pretty safe as he comes down into the final proper quarter on the final lap.
Oh, Taylor just locking that rear wheel a wee bit there. And I don't think anything much more is going to happen here, but look how close these four runners are.
Yeah, one more lap and Rehan would be getting in on the action. Not quite close enough to try the draft to the line as Bruce comes across the line to take the win.
And that's how close it was. P1, 2, 3 and 4 all separated by a very, very short margin. And Dion DeGraaf rounding up P5.
Not very far behind. Sean and Darren Live neck and neck. Did he
I think he just got him.
Darren Live just pit Sean McNamara.
He did.
Oh, no way. That would have been insane.
Sean will be laughing about that. He'll be a wee bit gutted, but he'll be
Yeah,
laughing
sorry,
about that.
I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
I was wondering for a second what Jason Cossey was doing, what Wade Michael was doing, reversing up the track. I thought he's eyeballed someone and he's going for the
camera view on that. What are we talking
Look
about?
at that.
Good, Jesus.
Yeah, go slow mo. Click, click, click.
Oh, here we go. Slow mo. Yeah.
Slow mo.
Change that. Where are we? I'm pretty sure I can do that. I think somebody's taught me. Doug. Alright, let's see what happens, eh?
You'll be able to hit quarter speed and then play under your tower. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and the line is there.
Holy insane. Alright. Yeah, wow, what a night, what a race, what a, couple of massive battles.
Yep.
Rehan, Taylor, Shane, Bruce, Sean, Jason Cossey, Wade Michael, Eamon Young. It was just battles everywhere. Bloody awesome.
Yeah, that's our Div 1 crew. That was actually pretty good racing tonight. I feel that there's probably going to be some aspects of the race that will definitely be reviewed by our decision maker. And yeah, I don't know, maybe some of those finishing positions between the first race and the second race may be amended. So you saw where they finished across the line, but it's not always the way it happens. And by the end, once the points start taken down. So, but mean race.
All right, Shane, you want to wind us up?
He'd love to wind us up, but he's just never good at it.
Down, mate. Shut us down.
Good racing here at Interlagos in Div 1 for SuperCars NZ Allport Motorsport V8 Championship, the Sim Blacks 120. So, yeah, good couple of races tonight, and we're going to be heading off to Zolder next week. Thank you, Doug. And of course, Broadcasting Lounge will be back on Thursday night with the GT3s.
That's it.